Okay guys, so here we have the first cut of silage. There it is, getting double chopped and blown into the back of the trailer. It's the 23rd of May. So early heading out grass gets cut between mid to late May. That's perfect. If you had late maturing grass, it wouldn't get cut until June. But we have early heading out grass here. So this process would have started approximately 6 weeks ago, where the farmer would have closed off this field to his livestock about 6 weeks ago and fertilised the ground. And he's waited until he's got a good few days of good, nice, dry weather, which he's had, and he started his process yesterday using a mower conditioner, and he cut the grass. Okay, then we just have a second trailer waiting for that first trailer to be filled up. Now we want the sugar content, which is a carbohydrate, we want that to be as high as possible. And so there's a few guidelines you must adhere to do that. Now one of them would be to obviously not cut if it has rained that day or indeed the day previously, which it hasn't here because water dilutes down the sugar content in grass. The second thing would be to cut in the afternoon, not first thing in the morning. Two reasons for that, guys. Firstly, there's morning dew in the grass in the morning. And secondly, if you cut in the afternoon, you've allowed the grass to photosynthesize that morning, so just hence producing more glucose. And then double chopping the grass, guys, which is what this blower is doing. This harvest forager is cutting and double chopping the grass, just to increase the surface area. Gives the bacteria more area to work on, to respire anaerobically on. Okay, so yesterday he started the process, guys. So he used his mower conditioner, he cut the grass, it was a nice fine day. He used a rotary rake to create rows or swaths of grass. And he let that wilt for one day. Give it 24 hours to wilt. It does not need to be as dry as hay. So hence why it's still a little bit green there. Left that to wilt for a day, and they've come here today. Started approximately 12 o'clock. And they've been working on it now for the last 3 or 4 hours. Now as each trailer fill gets filled, that tractor, the spare tractor there, that will take the filled trailer and it will go back to the yard. Now this is pit silage that we're making here, not individual baled, pit silage. So that trailer will get brought back to the yard and the grass will get dumped into the silage pit. And every trailer load of grass that gets dumped into that silage pit, the tractor will actually drive up and down onto the heap of grass, and that's to compact it, guys, and to get rid of as much oxygen as possible. Remember, we need no oxygen in there, we don't want any, we want the bacteria to respire anaerobically, and when they do that they produce an acid, and it's this acid that is actually going to ferment the grass and preserve it. So good quality silage, guys, really good quality silage, you would have the lactobacillus bacteria. And when that respires anaerobically, you produce lactic acid. That lactic acid eventually is what will preserve the grass, like I said, the fermentation process. Some farmers, depending on the quality of the grass, will require additives. And if they are going to add additives, guys, they would add that in with every layer of grass. With every trailer load of grass that's added into the silage pit, they would flatten it with the tractor, rolling up and down on it, and then they would add some additives, if necessary. Kind of depends on the quality of grass, whether or not that's necessary. And then when you fill the silage pit, remember rolling at every layer, making sure you've removed as much oxygen as possible. You would cover the silage pit completely with heavy duty polythene plastic. Now this is for two reasons. Number one, to obviously ensure that there's no oxygen in there, again to just ensure that there's anaerobic respiration taking place. But secondly, guys, to also prevent any water for example, from raining to enter into the silage pit. Now that heavy duty black plastic is pulled nice and tightly, and it's kept in place with, well, you can either use sandbags or what you might more commonly see are tyres. The farmer will probably come back within 2 to 3 weeks as the grass has settled, and he may need to tighten that black plastic again as the silage, as I say, settle down. You'll need to tighten that. And of course the major thing with pit silage, guys, you have to ensure that it's not near a waterway, because the effluent from silage, if it gets in to waterway, can be quite disastrous, cause water pollution, which might lead to eutrophication and fish kills. Okay, so there's quite strict guidelines on that. There you go, that's the first cut of silage, mid-May. That is how you make silage.